consider my dad a hero for 3 reasons. The first one is that he was not my real dad. He adopted me, and he didn't have to do that. So I loved him like any little girl loves her dad. He was my hero all of my life. When I left home for college, at the age of 18, my mom and my brother both were diagnosed with cancer shortly afterwards. And as much as I wanted to quit and go home, he wouldn't let me. And he made me finish school, and he stayed home and cared for my mom and my brother until they died. He served for 4 years in World War II. He served in New Guinea and the Philippines on islands that he worked with a crew that took care of airplanes when they came in to refuel and restock.
His concern for everyone, he would give his last dime and his shirt off his back for anybody. He cared so much about family, was the main thing. He was just a loving person.
I feel like my dad can do anything, to be honest with you. He's willing to give up anything for us kids.
You always got the right
Word.
everything.
Yep.
My dad is like really smart, and I hate saying it because I don't want to like boost his ego, but he's like super smart whenever it comes to anything school related. So anytime I ever have any sort of like math question, history question, even English question, he always has the answer somehow. I don't even know how he comes up with it sometimes. I feel like he's making it up half the time. But he's a pretty smart dude, I'll be honest. Your turn.
Okay, I think of my dad as a superhero because the last 13 years he showed us that we can push through anything to achieve our goals. Doesn't matter how long it takes, as long as you reach that goal.
Mm-hmm.
I can just remember watching him play on the sidewalk in the sand with a cat and scooting his foot so that the cat would jump and run away, and he would just die laughing. And those kind of things. My dad was a tease and a jokester. His humor and his fun and laughter is what kept my family together through a lot of stuff.
All his nieces and nephews loved him. When he would get some of them together, and even some of their friends together and all, he would always ask them, he said, okay, I got a quiz for you. I have 7 brothers, and each one of them have 5 sisters. How many kids are in the family? And the kids had so much fun with that, and he just loved praying. He played jokes and pranks and stuff, and he always had so many sayings. He's always coming up with funny things, and he was just a family, just a loving man.
Pushing his way through school to be where we are today. If it wasn't for him, I don't think us kids would be where we are today.
Saving me when I was drowning in the pool. I can't swim. He can't swim either, but somehow he saved me.
So one time, back whenever we were living in Atascocita, I was driving home from work one day, and I hit a rock, and I popped both of the right tires on the right side of the car. And it was like, I think it was like a 20-minute drive from my house. And I had to call my dad, being like, Dad, I need help. And in his like grumbly little voice, because he was about to go to sleep, he was like, what happened? I was like, I popped both tires. He's like, okay. And he showed up, picked me up. And then the next day we got the car, and I don't know, he went out of his way for that, so.
Probably too many to think about. He's just been
A super dad.
Yeah, he's been a super dad.
He's all right.
He looks, he's a big, tall man,
He's not that
but
tall.
he's a little teddy bear to us. So he's
He's a big man with a big man with a big heart.
Yeah, he's got too many things that I just can't pinpoint right now, but he's done a lot throughout our lives.